All right, hopefully you all can see this. I clipped it on my huddle. It was the only way that I was able to kind of do it to get the video because I know that you all don't have huddle access. So I'm gonna go through. I'm just taking a video of my computer screen where I've screenshotted and drawn out. So here's this. You can see here where we're going. Potential is where we can go negative, play the ball out, dribble, and we create an overload on the left side. So we should definitely look to play the way we face, drop the ball, switch the point of attack here. Our left back needs to get involved in the attack here rather than sitting back and defending. We're in possession here, no need to defend. Another one here. Thad starts to step up here. He's the left winger. As he steps up, they're just going to bypass him. In this situation, I would want for you to actually sit in and delay the attack, not create the attack by committing yourself. So you'll see, you commit yourself, the attack now starts. Look at all the space they have now. If you would have delayed, they don't have as much space. Okay, next one. We're in here, we play into Ben. Ben's got plenty of options. Our left back here should be getting higher up. Our center back circled over there, Philip, should be dropping in. And that would create an option for Ben to play to Philip or an option to play to Persley, if I'm not mistaken who that is. And we can actually play out here. Instead, I believe we hit it long, and I believe we lose possession of the ball. So a little bit more patience there would be what we're looking for. Okay, this situation, we have our center back there, Ben, and Persley, our left back. Persley starts to press, and the 6, who I'm circling here with my arrow, is already applying pressure. So arguably, we don't need to press there because he's already pressing. If anyone needs to press, it would be Ben, and then Persley stays tucked in. But Persley, I believe, steps up here and leaves that gap open, and Ben then has to take over, and it's a lot of distance to travel. I'd rather Persley travel that rather than Ben. So you'll see there he commits. Now Ben has to take that space, and then we both commit. If they would have slipped us in, it would have been a one-on-one. Same situation, similar situation here. Rather than playing out of bounds, let's just pass it to our keeper. We can reload, we can hold possession rather than giving up a dangerous opportunity. We get lucky, we still get possession of the ball, but here you can see, and note I have an arrow there with that would like our left back to get involved. That will create a ton of space for us to play, and rather than receiving the ball there. Now we don't have the width there, and we're just losing possession. We lose a lot of width by not having our left back high in a position. That does a great job hustling here. Just need to keep your head up. You've committed the center back to you. Slip it behind him, and now you've got a wide open, I believe that may be Blake, that's wide open to go one-on-one, or a very good opportunity at the very minimum. Good, they called this one off. I didn't think it was off. It was pretty close, but it is what it is. I don't know why I added that one. Okay, here, again, similar situation. We pull back. If we, instead of having the shot ourselves, if we just play this ball in, he's got, I believe that's Kevin receiving the ball inside the 18 by himself. That center back maybe commits to him. If he commits, he can slip one, create a 2v1. So we're in a good situation there. Instead, we don't take advantage of the overload that we've created in the box. It's not a bad shot, but I think we have better options there. Looks like my computer's thinking. There you go. Here, it's a great ball that's played in here, or should have been played in there. We've already beat the defender. I'm going to rewind that, or if I can rewind it. Let me go back to that play. We go in here. Kevin beats his player. Just play it through, right? We've already beat him. We're in on not a breakaway, but a good opportunity going forward. and then we go negative and we kind of delay that opportunity to go forward here. So right here again, our left back needs to get involved in play. This will give our center midfielders a lot more width and support as well. Here we're playing our center back. We play our center back, we hit the ball long. I think we have plenty of opportunity. I don't know why this is delayed on me, but similar here. Two center backs should be splitting wide. Left back needs to get involved in the attack to create width for us. We can play out of this. Instead, we complicate life a little bit there. No need for it. Here we should show a little bit more patience. Left back gets the ball, should be getting it higher. But here, as soon as we play the left back, Ben should be dropping. Our 6 naturally should actually, instead of checking to the ball, needs to actually check away because this defender here is following him. Okay, so since that defender is following him, if he checks away, it's going to create more space and we can bypass a higher line into our higher 8, which I believe this is Liam here. So we definitely create more space by actually leaving here rather than coming in and receiving the ball. It turns out okay, but we can actually, if this player comes, if I believe this is Justin comes out this way, we play Liam into this gap. Liam can turn, or Liam could play a 1-2 with Justin and we're out to the other side. So just, these are options that are always on that we just need to be aware of, and this is all about creating space. Here again, we've got a great opportunity going forward. Look, this is CJ as our 9 here that we can play just along diagonal in. They're back 4, technically back 3 in this situation, is all out of sorts, out of shape. If we play this ball in, CJ is now in with a good angle. Okay, here it's a throw-in, and for whatever reason, many people just want to throw the ball down line. Many times when we do this, we just lose possession of the ball. The ball is valuable. Let's keep it. So it's okay to play negative with the objective to go forward. So let's play our center back. Ben opens up. Now he can play. He could play into Liam. He could open up with Logan or Persley, whoever's playing left back here, opens up, and now we're switching the point of attack slowly, but we're in possession of the ball and not losing it. So we go there and we end up losing possession of the ball off of our throw-in. Similar here, Ben's probably a little bit deeper. Philip needs to be opening up. So many options available if we just create space. So we've got our left back here that can go a little bit higher past this line. We can go have our midfielder drop into the hole here since he doesn't have anyone pressing on him. This 8 right here can go a little bit higher. Philip can go a little bit deeper. Our outside back goes wider. We have so many options that we can play out of this. And instead, I believe we just hit it and lose the ball. We can be so much better just by being patient. Same idea, playing out of the back again. Instead, we lose the ball there. And that wasn't a bad play. It just had a bad touch. But I believe that one turned into the goal. But we have easier options. This game is about making things easy. So again, center back needs to create space, depth of support, playing to the outside back. Movement, CJ needs to go a little bit higher here. Liam higher, create space. He's going to drag defenders so that Justin can receive in this hole. So he receives, trying to play a 1-2, and we can switch the point of attack based on our positioning. Let's play this ball. Why dribble that? Good. It's an excellent run by Thad there. It was on the opposite shoulder of him, timed it. It's a great run. I don't believe that it's actually played though. Yeah, so we omit that. We don't play that ball when we have a good opportunity going forward there. Here, again, same idea. Look at this huge gap that we have in here that we can just play in through. Our 6 right here can kind of find this gap as well. Liam, just like the other 2 center backs, go deeper, outside back, left back, again, getting higher involved in the attack. It's repetitive, so you can probably tell what we're going to work on in practice. Way to penetrate here. It's a great ball. A little bit closer to the keeper. Aiden makes a good run, but it's a very good idea. There, this needs to be committed. Ben, not in bad position. Phillips, not in bad position here. I'd like to see our 6 actually come into a higher gap here. There's no need for him to be that deep, and I think this is Liam here, actually. No need for him to be that deep, especially when you have 2 center backs with no press there. So come into a higher zone, we play out there, and now we can bypass a line, break a line in a higher area of the field, and now we're going forward. Instead, we kind of play a hospital ball, and we're defending. Okay, here, this is a perfect example of why we want our left back to be higher. Our left back, I want our left back to be in these areas, okay, when we're in the attack. When we're defending, obviously, he's back here, so it is a lot of running. If this left back comes in, Thad would be tucking in a little bit to create a 2v1. Now this right back's in a lot of trouble. It's all dependent on this player. Does he track back? If he tracks back, then it's a 2v2. Usually wingers are a little bit lazy, so they won't track back that much. We'll create a 2v1 overload over here, and this right back's in a lot of trouble if we do that. So looking to get that involved as well. It's not a bad ball that's played, but we can create a even bigger number with a 2v1. Here again, just not patient enough on this play. I believe I clipped it twice. Maybe not. Here, we take too much of our space. Only take half of the distance. If you have 10 yards, take about 5. If you have 20 yards, take about 10. Roughly there is what we're looking, because then, especially as a center back, if we lose the ball, very dangerous opportunity for the opposition. Again, similar movement here. We need our 6 to create a better angle of support and our 8 to be higher. I know we said we played a 4-2-3-1, but I tell the boys it's more of a 4-1 in the midfield, a 6 and 8 and a 10. The 8 is higher, the 10 is higher. The 6 sits a little bit. So right here we get in a lot of trouble. Something that we created on our own. Same thing here. We've got an option. Our 6 here can actually come negative into this space, or positive, I guess, depending on your perspective, goes into this space where we play that one simple ball and we've broken their entire midfield by one pass, just by easy positioning. Rather than coming to receive the ball, you're a little bit higher, break lines, go forward, and now you've broken them. And if our left back gets involved, this right back is in a lot of trouble here. Good. Here we break them, we go forward. So we did the hard part, we took them out. Let's go forward. If we play Thad, Liam's already in a high position. I believe that's Liam. We create a 2v1 here already. Obviously their center back's probably going to slide and help. This center back's going to slide and help. We lose kind of a 9 in here, but still we create an overload on this flank to go forward. Okay, instead, and our left back should be getting involved as well to create more numbers in the attacking third. So instead we go negative and we play a ball that is not really dangerous for anyone. Okay, same idea here. We dribble and we try and play this ball when we can play a simple ball into Liam here. Thad, even though he may be close to being offside here, we can slip this through, and again, we're in. Since this team likes to play with this really, really high line, and to be honest with you, it's not very clean the way that they play it. It's very risky. A well-timed run with a player that has a lot of pace, they're in a lot of trouble. So this is huge opportunity by them giving this. I mean, essentially they're giving up 50 yards of space behind them. Now they do have some speed back there that allows them to recover, but there's a lot of gaps to go through here. Here, same idea. Thad gets in. All he's got to do is play it across, and he's wide open. So we just need to pick up our head. Same here. Again, common theme. 6 needs to find into a pocket. We can slip out here, and we're out of it. Yep, here it is. 6 needs to create more space. This 10 is kind of following him. So if he, 1, is he really following? We can kind of move into this space. The 8 gets higher. The winger comes wider. We've created a ton more space, which is easier to play through. We're closing up gaps ourselves just by our positioning. Okay, so that is the clip. I was ideally going to send it just via Huddle, but just didn't work out.